The home is most people's single biggest investment, so when it's time to find out what it's worth, the number has to be right. But homeowners generally don't get a say in who a bank hires to appraise their house before a sale or refinance. Still, there are protections.
So the lenders, banks typically choose the appraiser. It's a vetting process. So we not only have to have a license, we have to have insurance, and we have to provide work samples.
By law, homeowners are entitled to a copy of the appraiser's report, which they should thoroughly review.
Go through the report, specifically page 1, which describes the property, and make sure that information is correct.
Among the items to check: square footage, property condition, accounts of any updates an owner has made since purchase, especially kitchens and bathrooms. Appraisers are required to maintain confidentiality on behalf of their client, the bank. But it doesn't mean a homeowner can't offer up information which might help boost their value.
I think one of the great things that homeowners can provide me is a list of updates, because that helps me in regards to years, when it happened, what kind of update. And I'm walking through and I could see that, and I'm taking a photo, and that's going to be in my report as well.
If any mistakes are found, notify the lender who hired the appraiser to ask for a correction. If that fails, there's another step to take, but it requires finding comparable sales in your town.
It's called a reconsideration of value. And if they provide 3 to 4 good sales, the lender will provide those to the appraiser. And if the appraiser will make the necessary corrections if they're wrong or something was missed.
Finally, if all else fails, the ultimate check: hire your own appraiser who can do what's called a desk review of the appraisal.
And from their desk, they can review that report, tell you if it's good, fair, or poor. And then based on that, you'll know if another professional agrees or disagrees, and you could provide that to the lender. And that's more ammo showing that you've gone out and hired someone and that you have a valid case.